10% of all the new cars sold in Iowa come from the Karl Auto Group. Our neighbors trust us to have the largest selection and the highest standards. To our current customers, thank you. And to our future customers, see for yourself why Karl drives Iowa.
Your dealer for life, it's the Karl way.
On the court, I know a good pick when I see one. And at Fairway, every pick is fresh. Straight from the cart to your kitchen. Fairway, your home court advantage.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Cyclone Fanatic pregame show. I am pumped to kick off your Iowa State women's basketball coverage with this huge matchup. Your number 10 Iowa State Cyclones take on the number 11 Iowa Hawkeyes. And we've got Jake Brend joining us in the Northwest Bank Studios. Thank you, Jake, for joining us.
That's right. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Women's basketball coverage kicking off. Biggest game of the season so far. I can't wait.
Massive. I'm so pumped. Shout out to you for joining us, and shout out to our sponsors. We've got Karl Auto Group. They are the presenting sponsor for the women's basketball shows this year. It would be a great time to get a truck from Karl Auto Group right now with all of the poor weather we're having. So shout out Karl Auto Group, and then shout out Fairway Meat and Grocery. We know them. We love them. Good quality meat. Make sure you check them out.
They sponsor Audi Krooks. What more could you want from a company? They've clearly got some good judgment.
They've got it right here. They know what to do, and I absolutely love it. And I'm just excited to kick off, this coverage because huge game, huge rivalry game, obviously. And I just kind of want to hear your thoughts. I think not to sell Iowa State short a little bit in the sense of this, in my opinion, this is their first big test of the season.
Yeah, they've had some tests, like playing Marquette. Mm-hmm. They're typically a bubble team. Indiana, they've been really good. I know they were down last year, but they've been really good for half a decade. At Drake is always a tough spot to win, but you're right. This is the first test. This is the first time where I feel like going into the game, the Cyclones will have to play like very well to win, where that maybe hasn't been the case yet. You just go out there, play well. You should win tonight. You have to play well, or else you probably won't beat Iowa.
You talked about this on some of your other coverage on your other shows, but how important is this win for Iowa State come March and come seeding?
So important. The Big 12 is, just being honest, the additions that the Big 12 conference has made has been pretty good for football. It's been okay for men's basketball just because you've added Houston and Arizona. For women's basketball, it hasn't really helped because OU and Texas were two of those 3-4 top programs year in, year out. And now the Big 12 is just down a little bit. So you don't get a ton of these marquee options. This isn't like the men's team where if you lose this game, it's not the last time you get number 11 on your home floor.
Right.
You might only get one shot against a top 15 team again at home. So this is vital because Iowa is a really good team, and they're probably going to be in a position to be looking for a 2 or a 3 seed come March. And the best head-to-head to have someone is by beating them when you play them. So that it's a massive game for the selection committee way down the road.
But it's kind of fun to be thinking about it already, but it's a little nerve-wracking. Obviously, Audi Krooks has been a powerhouse. We could have our own 1 hour, probably whole day long podcast just talking about her, just with what she's done so far this season. But talk about what you think Iowa's game plan is going to be to try and stop her.
Well, I feel like the way Iowa has played defense in the past, it's a lot of really quick guards. Obviously, always have good post players. That's what Jan Jensen's specialty is. I think they're probably going to stick Ava Heiden on her and have different guards at different times crashing. And maybe not sending straight doubles at her the whole time, but there's going to be very few possessions tonight where Audi touches the ball one-on-one down in the post. It's just a matter of where's that help coming from. And in my eyes, Audi has gotten so much better, and she's improved so much at being aware of where it's coming from and being aware that if Kylie Feuerbach's coming her way, that means someone's got to be open, and that someone might be Ariana Jackson. And I trust Audie's ability to do that. The way they'll make life difficult is if she misses down low, which she probably won't do a ton. If she does, they're going to get out and run right away. And if Iowa State misses a 3 and it's a long rebound, they're going to run. I would anticipate Iowa trying to hit the 20-point range in fast break points. And if they're able to do that, that will definitely bridge the gap a little bit on how to neutralize Krooks.
So how does Iowa State kind of slow down the game and control it and play it the way that they want to play?
Don't turn it over. Make your layups. Get to the free throw line. Of course, make the free throws. I think that's the best way to control this game. And Audie is the hardest player in college basketball to guard.
Mm-hmm.
No question.
Right.
If she's playing at the level that she has been all year, I'm not even talking the 47 points against it. If she goes for 47 tonight,
that's insane.
It's going to be
insane.
It'll be a fun post-game show. I'm just talking about the 25 points that she makes look real easy. If she's able to be in that zone, make most of her open shots, get to the free throw line a handful of times, that will slow the game down naturally. And then from that end, you hope it turns into a half-court game and you trust the perimeter defense that Jada Williams and Ariana Jackson and Addie Brown and so many players have been able to bring so far this year.
I think it's exciting, too, to know is like last year it was, the game revolved around Audie. It was get the ball into Audie and see what she can do. This year it feels like they are just passing the ball so well. Everyone is getting involved. It's not just, I don't want to say the Audie show because she's the queen. It can be the Audie show all we want, but everyone is getting their flowers this year. It feels like
it's been really nice because we've seen the game where Valparaiso made the ridiculous decision to guard her straight up for 40 straight minutes, and Fenley said, well, if they're going to do that, we're just going to throw the ball to her for 40 straight minutes, and it worked. But we've also seen other games, like the Drake game, where Drake is sending 2 or 3 players her way every time she touches the ball. She's dishing it, and Ariana Jackson has her best game of the season. Jada Williams is able to have 10 assists that game. That's what I think has been really good about this Iowa State team is their IQ is high. There hasn't been a ton of ISO ball. They move the ball really well. And when there is ISO ball, it's Jada Williams having a matchup she likes. It's Addie Brown, who is so good and doesn't get the recognition she deserves. Addie deserves 1 every 10 possessions to just say, hey, Addie, go do what you want. Go do what you feel's best, because that's how you keep a player of her stature engaged and making the right play. So I just think everything has come together so far to make this Iowa State team really fun to watch because of that IQ.
You mentioned Ava Heiden earlier in this pregame show. She's averaging over 16 points and over 9 rebounds. What does Iowa State need to do to make sure that she, isn't playing the best basketball like she has been this season?
That's a good question because we really haven't seen Iowa State have to go up against a post like her yet this year. And my biggest worry necessarily isn't even her scoring 20. It's how does she score the 20? Mm-hmm. Is she scoring the 20 because she's able to draw a couple fouls on Audie? That's what could possibly change the game. It'll be a really big game for Alyssa Williams to step in and play her 12 minutes that she normally plays, and she's going to have to play some really good defense in those minutes. And you take comfort in knowing you have a good backup when you can say, okay, Williams, you can go in there and you can foul a little bit. If you're only playing 12 minutes, then we'll be all right. So that's the comfort, but it's a team effort, kind of similar to Krooks on the other side. You're going to need your guards going in there and sometimes swiping, and when that happens, be sure that the other players are rotating. So it'll be a challenge because you've also got Hannah Stolke there, and she's played in 2 national championships. Yeah, she knows exactly what it takes, and she's played in some really high-level games at a high level. Mm-hmm.
I want you to talk a little bit about the atmosphere because obviously it's been a crazy week for Iowa State fans. And so I think it's going to be a huge crowd, but everywhere that Iowa travels, it seems like there's Iowa fans. And this is like the one place in the country where you're going to see more Iowa State fans. And I take that with a grain of salt, meaning just like Iowa fans travel, they have this national coverage with Caitlin Clark. And but I just want you to talk a little bit about what you think the atmosphere is going to be like tonight on both sides.
It's going to be on fire. This team is rolling. They're number 10 in the country. They haven't really played a real game so far at Hilton. It's the same case for both the men and the women. So these next 2 nights are going to be so fun. And it'll probably be the best atmosphere that Audie Krooks and Addie Brown have played in. Like the atmosphere their freshman year, that was still the Caitlin Clark show. Don't get me wrong, Iowa State fans made it clear that they were going to make Hilton their house.
Right.
But that was a different year, and there were probably more Iowa fans in the building that night than there probably ever has been any sport. That's not going to be the case tonight. You're going to get your good contingent of Hawkeye fans as there is at any Cyhawk game, whether it's in Iowa City or Ames. But this place is going to be on fire for the Cyclones, and I'm so excited to see Jada Williams playing that specifically.
Yes.
She's such like an Energizer bunny, and she feeds off energy so well. Similar to how we've seen Ariana Jackson do it a couple of years ago. I can't wait to see what that is like when there's 12, 13,000 people screaming like crazy when the Cyclones are on defense.
Besides, we've mentioned Audie, we've mentioned Addie, we've now mentioned Jada. Who are you kind of excited to see, whether they're coming off the bench for Iowa State or they're in that starting 5?
When these games are seemingly always decided by 6, 7 points. Oh, why did I say it? 6, 8?
No! I can't wait to clip that. It's going across social media.
Aiden, clip it out before you post the podcast. My gosh. 5 or 6 point games each year, it seems like. I can't believe I did that.
No, it's funny because you actually really try. People are commenting. It's just funny because it's not like you're trying to.
When the games are always close, it comes down to whose night is it. Like, I was talking with Dylan Kuhn from Let Him Cook, and we remembered the Nightmare Dew game from a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Who's going to be that player tonight on either side? Is it Sydney Harris coming off the bench and knocking down 4 threes? Is it Kenzie Hare knocking down a couple? Is it what Ariana Jackson did against Drake a couple weeks ago? Is it someone from Iowa? Like Kylie Feuerbach, she's a 5th-year player. She's played in this game a ton.
Yep.
She only averages 5 points a game, but she's played in national championships too. Does she have what it takes to go knock down 3 threes? I think that's kind of what this game comes down to, less than the big 3 on either side. It's who is maybe the 4th player that steps up.
I can't wait. And I'm also just still giggling because everyone keeps commenting.
I can't believe I did it.
It was hard for me to focus on your answer because everyone is just like, I'm so disappointed.
Dominic Nelson's season is disappointed in me. I promise you're not as disappointed in me as I am myself.
No, this is good because we're getting like a younger audience. So you're helping Cyclone Fanatic for sure. Oh my gosh. Well, Jake, I appreciate you for joining us on this pregame show.
Appreciate you too, Leah.
I hope you have a blast tonight, and you guys can tune back in right after the game. I will be here with Jackson Pence. Aiden, shout out to you for producing. Shout out to our sponsors, Karl Auto Group and Fairway.